Hey wrestling fans, thanks for clicking today's Dreaded Rose Report. Hope you got the pay-per-view last night. It was a great pay-per-view up until the end. And then it ended. Ended the way it did. Didn't see that coming, but what I didn't like was there was nobody in the ring. Nobody. And he just walks up the ladder like he's getting ready to paint a house and got it. No confrontation, no nothing. I just didn't like that at all. But man, there's some younger people that could have used that Money in the Bank thing, but maybe he'll use it again. I mean, not the Money in the Bank, but the titles. Other people could have used it a lot more than him. I know they're trying to get him, and he does some great PR work. He's great at doing that. Love him, but I know he's trying to beat Flair's record. Flair has won a lot more titles than 15 or 16 or whatever he's up to. And probably more than anybody is the King. I think he's won probably over 100 titles. Of course, there's been in other organizations, other federations, but Lawler's won a lot more than I think than Flair has. And the only problem with Cena, he hadn't won anything outside of WWE that I know of. He might have down at OVW, I believe. All right, enough grandstanding. By the way, Randy Orton suffered a bad cut to the head at Money in the Bank. Needed about 11 or 12 stitches to close the wound. Word backstage that Orton may have injured his arm also, but this could be a good match. When Big Show returns to WWE TV from filming Vendetta at the WWE studios, we could see him feud with RUSEV. I would rather feud with Lana myself. WWE is offering a buy 3 get 1 free ticket promotion in July 21st down in Florida for the Raw show. And July 12th episode of Beyond the Ring on the WWE Network will focus on Dusty Rhodes from his American Dream DVD. There will be no Beyond the Ring this coming Saturday night, if you watch that every night. Okay, here's the update on Orton. Dr. Chris Annam, he posted the following about Randy Orton's condition after closing the wound that he suffered at Money in the Bank. He says we had an incident. I didn't know if that was an incident. Well, would have thought somebody would be hit in the head with a ladder. As many as they had. Anyway, they had an incident during the World Heavyweight title match where Randy Orton was struck in the head with a ladder which caused a laceration to the top of his scalp, which is about right in here. And he said, I evaluated him immediately after the incident. He didn't show any signs of a concussion, so we did a ringside. All we did was try to stop the bleeding. And what they used is Vaseline and ephedrine, which also known as adrenaline. Adrenaline, I guess. I didn't know you had adrenaline in a bottle, but I guess you do. Anyway, they put that on the wound, and by applying direct pressure, they were able to get much of the bleeding stopped so he could finish the match. And I don't know, but I think he got busted open again. It could have been the same wound that got reopened, but at the end of the match, man, he was covered in blood. All right, he said immediately after the match, we brought him back to the training room where we thoroughly cleaned the wound and put in 11 staples or so in his head. We are going to monitor him for any signs of neurological change, and we'll follow up with him tomorrow at Raw in Hartford, Connecticut. Like I said, it was an accident. The ladder was falling. He turned around right then and got hit in the head with it. It was just tipping over, and just like an accident. But he did get his head, this was after the incident, into the chair step, or the ladder step. I can't remember who by. Might have been, could have been Reigns. I'm not sure. But anyway, he hit it, and it looked like it started bleeding then. It could have opened up the old wound, or he's got a number 2 wound. All right, word coming out of Money in the Bank that we're going to see more matches with Rowan and Harper taking on the Usos, and could see a title change fairly soon. I thought it was going to be last night. I ended up a little over 50% right on my estimate, or on my guesses. Oh, and if you've seen the match, okay, I mean the pay-per-view, okay, if you did see it, look in the lower, I haven't seen it yet, look in the lower kind of right side of the screen at Money in the Bank match. There towards the end of it, Kane makes an entrance. You know how the pyros go off on top of the ring post? Well, Zeb Colter was standing by one of the ring posts. Referee went over and grabbed his big ass and pulled him away from it before the pyros went off. It was kind of funny, I thought. I don't. Anyway, noted before, Daniel Bryan, he showed up and made an appearance at Money in the Bank. Said he may have to go through another surgery. Bryan has to go through another knife again. Could be out of action about 6 months to a year. What is that sucker's hair and beard going to look like then? All right, noted before, the WWE is likely going to further the Cameron and Naomi breakup at Money in the Bank. And they did some there, but Cameron could be seen looking unhappy every time it appeared. Naomi was going to win the match. Well, anyway, she smiled when she lost the match, and then went into the ring to be there to console her after the match was over. And I think she was saying, "So sad, my pumpkin, you didn't win the Diva title tonight." No, well. And the girls had a great match. Couldn't be more proud of my sister, she says, from another mister. And she says, Funkadactyls. All right, as seen the Money in the Bank last night, former TNA knockout Rosita. She was there, appeared as a Rosebud for Adam Rose's match against Damon Sandow. She's been working as a Rosebud a few times in recent weeks with the whenever they're traveling around the Northeast. And heard numerous fans on email and social media last night that they experienced a lot of streaming issues on the network. I watched it on Roku 3. I never had but one spot of probably a 2-second spot that kind of repeated itself. But that was it. It had a perfect great quality. I used the Roku 3 and I got UVerse, so I don't know whether it makes any difference or not. Alright, one fan sent out word that the feed went out during entrances to the main event and he couldn't get it back on any device except for his desktop web browser. He contacted network support and he was told he was trying to and was told to keep trying as demand was too high. I don't know. Hall of Famer Terry Funk, 70 years old today. Alicia Fox, 28. Stardust, 29. WWE is going to be returning to the TD Gardens, the Boston, Massachusetts live event, Sunday, September 14th for a live event. The pre-sale, if you're over that way, is WWE Boston. Vickie Guerrero on Twitter said that she's going to job interviews for a potential career in radio and print later today. She's beginning some sort of an internship at after a vacation in Hawaii later this week. She also commented on her network countdown special that airs Tuesday night. She said, "Thank you, WWE, for all the tributes. I'm thankful. Tomorrow at 9 p.m., tune in to Cougar in Charge Countdown." All right. Wish her the best. All right, tonight's Raw is going to be taking place from the XL Center in Hartford, Connecticut, and the fallout from Money in the Bank's, of course, is going to be there. No match has been announced for tonight's show, but World Champion John Cena, Triple H, Randy Orton, Kane, Wyatt family, Reigns, Seth, and Dean are also being advertised. And here's the focus points for tonight's show. What will the Authority throw at Cena to reclaim what they believe is theirs? And Dean Ambrose isn't done with Seth Rollins or the Authority. And our Goldust Stardust seeking the WWE Tag Team titles now. And will Big E make another attempt to defeat RUSEV? And will John Cena last long enough as champion to deliver on a long-standing promise to give Daniel Bryan a title shot? You know, Cena could get the title taken away from him even tonight if somebody beats the crap out of him, which the Authority could do, and then send Rollins in with the briefcase. Take it away from him quick. I don't know. And Big E, I think the only time Rusev is going to be lose will be next week when they're celebrating 4th of July. Might be. I don't think he's lost yet. I think he lost over the Battle Royal thing, but who's counting? Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.